Hey guys, welcome to the welcome pack explanation. I'm going to quickly take you through the general overview of the welcome pack, how it works, the links, what's sort of involved with the program, and sort of what things you should be tracking when you're doing this. There is going to be a separate link to your training, which will be in the Facebook group, and this will all be in one post. So pretty much every single link will be within the one post within the group. If you have any questions on this, just post them on the post that this link is in. If that makes sense. All right, so what you need to get started. So you'll need a measuring tape, you'll need a food scale, preferably the one that measures in grams, preferably a body weight scale if you do have one, MyFitnessPal app. There will be links at the end of this document to link you to everything as well. Hey guys, so I'm going to quickly take you through the welcome pack explanation and just talk you through sort of what you get, what links are involved, all that sort of stuff. So the welcome pack will be separate to your training program and then the nutrition program. So there's going to be about 3 links. So training, the welcome pack, and then the nutrition. And then for each of those, there will be a video as well. So there'll be a total of 6 links, all included with the program, 3 of which will be videos, 3 of which will be actual PDF downloads, or one of them will be an Excel document. But SBF 5-day free challenge, welcome back. What you will need, so a measuring tape, food scale, body weight scale, the MyFitnessPal app, and a weight tracking app, which I'm going to go through as we go through this. So this video shouldn't take too long. Most important is going to be your measuring tape. If you're going to be tracking your calories accurately, a food scale app is going to be good. Now I'm not going to be giving anyone any specific calories to hit, but in your nutrition program, the basic outline of the nutrition program is going to be about 1200-ish calories. So I don't necessarily want you to be so anal as to you have to hit, say for example, 1235 calories. I just want you to get used to tracking your calories, getting in some activity, getting enough steps, drinking enough water, and just starting to establish some really good, solid basic habits that are the foundation of any training and nutrition program. Okay. MyFitnessPal app, weight tracking app. So we're going to go through that in a second. What you can expect from me to get you some good results. So within the week, 5 to 7 days, most people can lose anywhere from about a half a kilo to a kilo. To keep you guys accountable, so there is going to be daily accountability posts. We're also going to be doing lives every night as well. To answer any questions that you have. So if you have any questions, just make sure you post them on the specific comment, the thread of that day. Every day I will be sending out a message to your messenger, provided you're on the automatic messaging service. So that is the specific thread for that day. So for example, day 1 will be Monday, day 2 will be Tuesday. Any questions, pop them on that specific comment or that thread. If you ask any questions directly to me, I will most likely ask you to pop them in the thread. Number 1, it's very hard for me to answer everyone's questions individually. And number 2, everyone learns together. So we want everyone, if you have a question, we want everyone else to know exactly what's happening and how to do it. But what was I? Daily tasks. So every single day there will be a daily task, and then you're required to complete the daily task by checking in the morning and the night, and there'll be a live nightly Q&A. So any questions that you have that you've posted in the group that day, any questions that arrive at the night of the Q&A when you jump on, I will cover all those questions in detail for you. They can go anywhere from 10 minutes up to 2 hours. It just depends on how many questions that we have to go through. Just note, very, very specific questions, you may have to postpone that till after the challenge, whereby people can actually jump on a call with me if you have any questions directly related to your current situation. What I expect from you, so 100% commitment from you. It is only 5 days. It's not necessarily easy, but you can do 5 days of proper healthy eating, proper nutritious foods, drinking water, getting in exercise. You can do it. Check-ins to be done before the end of the day. So whatever the task is to be completed, make sure you have that finished by the end of the day. Granted, some people will be in different countries. So we have people from India, UK. I think we've got someone from Ukraine, which is pretty crazy. Whatever your 24-hour time frame is, just make sure it's completed by the end of your Monday. Ask questions when you need to. All right. A lot of the questions will be covered in the videos, so make sure you've watched all the videos, and that will probably be my first response. If it's something that I know I've already covered, I will ask you, have you watched the video first? If you haven't, I'm going to refer you to the video first. Okay. Now, taking photos. Now, I don't need to see these and no one else needs to see these, but I highly recommend everyone takes a starting photo. Photos are generally to be taken, and should you continue on past the 5 days on a long-term program, photos should be taken every week in the same clothes, same lighting, same place, preferably artificial lighting, not natural, as the lighting conditions can change outside. Below here is demonstration of good photos, so front, back, and side. So all my one-to-one clients, we do front, back, and side photos every single week, and this allows us to gauge our progress over time. All right, make sure you do this for yourself, and then you can always compare your photos to week 1 to week 6 months, into 12 months, and so forth and so forth. Again, you don't need to show these to anyone, just keep them. Just make sure you do the photos. General outline. So aside from the photos, to complete your weight training session, so there will be a weight training program in here. If you're already doing your own weight training program, you can stick with that. That's perfectly okay with me. Anywhere from 2 to 5 sessions per week. We want to aim for anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 steps per day. More specifically, we want to be closer to 10,000 steps on your non-weight training days, and sort of hit the bare minimum of 5,000 on every single given day. All right, anything less than 5,000, you're being a lazy ass, and you should do some more steps. Put simply. Drink a minimum of 1 liter of water per day. Now, this is not Diet Coke or anything like that. Just 2 500ml bottles of water. Get that in you. All right. Water is good for you. You should be drinking water. Water is an adult's drink. However, once you've completed your 1 liter minimum per day, you can then go on to drink any calorie-free beverages that you like. So Pepsi Max, Diet Coke, all that sort of stuff is okay on a fat loss diet. Perfectly fine. Don't drink your calories. Don't drink things like juices or alcohols or things like that. It's a waste of calories. Not a waste, but it doesn't satiate you like you would eating wholesome food. Aim for 8 hours of solid sleep every night. Granted, this is probably the hardest part of any person's life. But if you don't have any kids or interruptions and you're just going to bed late just because you prefer to stay up late, pull the finger out and get to bed early. Sleep is sometimes the make or break of someone binging the next day on food. It controls your hunger hormones. It helps with recovery. Even just the amount of weight, body mass you lose will be dictated by your sleep. So if you are on really low sleep and you're on the same training program and the same calories compared to when you have a really good sleeping schedule, what you lose could actually potentially be muscle just from lack of sleep. Still the same calories in, calories out, but sleep is almost the most important part to a training program. Massively underutilized, so really get your sleep in. Complete the daily tasks in the Facebook group. I think I probably made myself clear on that one. Weigh yourself daily with the app Happy Scale or Libra for Android. So, what I generally do with all my one-to-one clients is we take a daily weigh-in and we take weekly averages over time. So it doesn't matter what your daily weigh-ins are. Ideally, we're trying to see an average loss over time, over the course of weeks, months, and years. So that's the main goal. The problem with sporadic weighing, so for example, 1 day of the week, is you can sometimes just catch yourself on the wrong day and you could be 2 kilos heavier or 2 to 4 pounds lighter. To avoid this, what we do is we weigh ourselves every single day. We weigh ourselves first thing in the morning, butt naked, on the scale, and you jot it down and then you carry on with your day. So the links for the apps I recommend will be in the bottom of this document. So if you scroll down, you'll see the links and I'll show you what that is in a second. And by weighing yourself every day, it'll actually give you the trend over time. Okay. Not only that, but I also recommend you track at a bare minimum your waist measurements, so your small waist and your lower waist. There will be a link on this on how to do this as well. Okay. Important links. So here we go. MyFitnessPal. So this is what you would usually use to track your calories. There's a link here. If you don't know how to use MyFitnessPal, you can click on that. How to use a kitchen scale. So if you don't know how to use a kitchen scale, and some people don't, there's even tips and tricks that I use in here just so you don't make a mess. Click on that link. I highly recommend everyone watches all of these. How to take your measurements. So when I do my one-to-one coaching clients, we take full body measurements. So we do neck, shoulders, chest, waist, upper waist, lower waist, hips, thighs, calf, arms. We do the whole lot. Only two I want you to worry about is the upper and the lower waist. All right. For women, it's the small waist, which is at the bottom of the ribs and just at the top of the hips. And then the lower waist is at the belly button. If you're a guy, it's exactly the same, except the one that we want to change the most, generally speaking, for most people is women is the small waist. For men, it's the lower waist. But we want to take both because some people do store body fat differently depending on genetics, menopause, all that sort of stuff. And then here's the two weighing apps. So the weighing app for Apple and the weighing app for Android. So this would be Happy Scale and this is Libra. Okay, just depending on which phone you have. I have got an extra sheet here. So if you want to write this down on a piece of paper, you can do weight day 1, upper waist measurement, lower waist measurement. I highly recommend that you measure these in centimeters and not inches. Inches are much less accurate compared to centimeters. And then weighing yourself on day 5, your upper waist measurement and your lower waist measurement. All weigh-ins are to be done, again, first thing in the morning. All measurements are generally to be done first thing in the morning. The reason we do it first thing in the morning, or the normal schedule for most people would look like this. You get up in the morning, you have a shower, you go to the toilet. Before you eat or drink anything, you literally jump out the shower, dry yourself, jump on the scale, do your waist measurements, and then you carry on with your day. So just do your measurements on the Monday and the Friday with the scales, checking in. You weigh yourself every single day. If you don't have a scale, you don't have to go out of your way and buy one, but I do recommend you at least minimum track your waist measurements. We know if you are losing centimeters around your waist, you are losing body fat. Really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. No one's going to look at you and say, you weigh this amount. It doesn't matter. It's going to always come down to you being a smaller, leaner person. If your circumference of your waist is going down, you are losing body fat, guaranteed. Okay. Now, in terms of tracking your calories, the nutrition template, which I'm going to go through, depending on which video you've watched first, is going to be anywhere from 1,000 to 1,400 calories, somewhere around that range. If you are going to just count your calories and just eat any food you like, perfect. I highly recommend that no one goes below 1,000 calories for the purpose of this 5-day challenge. And long term, there should be a lot of variety in terms of fruits, meats, vegetables, and all that sort of stuff. Cool. If you have any questions on this specific document, pop them in the questions in the comments below, but please make sure you watch all 3 videos first before you ask any questions, just in case I cover something in a different video as well. So I'm trying to make it as specific to this video as possible. But that's it, guys. All right, so I'll probably see you in the next video when you watch that. And if you have any questions after you've watched all the videos, please pop them in the comments in the thread.